It is the end of the pandemic. Yes, we are almost there. Almost for the last 2 years, everything got disrupted completely. Be it entertainment, education, the way we spent time with the families, the way we did business. Finally, it's all slowly coming to an end. And before we go to the future, let us give ourselves a big congratulations and a pat on our backs because we have survived together as a human race. It's important to know that this wasn't easy for anyone, be it the politicians running the governance, be it the teachers trying to take online classes, or the businessmen who are running the whole new way of technology. It wasn't easy. But that's the beauty of the human race that come what may. It will not only survive, but it will excel. So let us all look back as the pandemic is slowly getting over and saying that we did our best in the best possible manner. The vaccination is out. Slowly the travels are started. The stock markets are showing good signs. And good news, we are all back into business. So how do you take it forward from here? How would Chanakya lead post-pandemic? I've been thinking about it. And there are maybe so many dimensions that we need to look at. Maybe technology, maybe from offline to online and online to offline, maybe new people coming on board and some people not becoming relevant anymore. Yes, we have to think about all these things, yet thinking has to lead into action. That's exactly what Chanakya guides leaders. And the first quality of a leader is intelligent and dynamic. You may have great ideas, but till you put that into execution, you're not a leader. Looking at the wisdom of Chanakya, I thought, what are the 3 points that we can look at? How do we lead towards the future? And I'm going to be sharing a few thoughts on that. But before that, let me explain that Chanakya's wisdom that is given in the Kautilya's Arthashastra and Chanakya Niti. Chanakya Niti and Kautilya Arthashastra, the 2 books that he wrote, the wisdom contained is not ancient, but eternal. Yes, so don't look at the past and say that, oh, old formulas, not working. And it is not even old wine in a new bottle. It's eternal wisdom that survives the test of time. Think about leadership. Leadership is an essential requirement of every generation, every organization, every country, every era. And we have to look at leadership from a standpoint that we can adapt towards the future. 3 points. Let's begin with the first one. The core values don't change. Yeah, the core remains constant. People compare and they say, the past was like this, but the future may be different. Of course, the future has to be different and will be different. That's leadership. But remember, there are certain things that don't change with time. For example, the core values of a leader like integrity, honesty, the drive in the person, and of course, most important, humility. All these list and the qualities of a leader don't change. So friends, when you're thinking, first think about these qualities that you need to maintain. Initially, it was physical, it's become digital, and the future will be phygital. Yet, the internal person doesn't change. You may be in different industries, you may be working in different organizations, yet the qualities of teamwork, the ability to take different people together, the ability to focus on your goals don't change. Chanakya wanted all the leaders to be very, very strong on their foundations and fundamental values. So let me narrate a story to all of you. When Chanakya selected Chandragupta Maurya to become the leader of the next generation, he had multiple challenges. Challenge number 1, his own king from Magad, Dhananand, wasn't an ideal leader. he took leadership for granted. And on the other side, we had a great leader coming to attack India, Alexander. He has got hope, he has got strategy, he has got wisdom. But all these things has to be applied through a leader. And he found a young boy who was absolutely trainable to take up that role. He selected Chandragupta from a very ordinary background. But remember, that's the beauty of a teacher that can convert an ordinary person into an extraordinary leader. He selected, he saw those values in him, the ability to take everybody together, and gave him training. Yes, my dear friends, even if you have leadership qualities, you still require training, guidance, and mentoring. That's where leaders shine. So if you have leadership qualities in you, go to a mentor, find a mentor. And as they say, when the student is ready, the teacher does arrive. So what is the role of the mentor, teacher, guru? First thing, what Chanakya did, teach them core values. So let me narrate a few core values and qualities of a leader from the Arthashastra. There are many, but I will just talk about a few. The first one, which is my favorite, is Utsaha Vardaka. Utsaha, inspiration. Vardaka, one who actually grows. Inspiration should be growing. So a leader should be able to inspire others. As someone said it very nicely, making your people work towards the impossible. Think about your team. They're all worried. They're not sure what's going to be the future like. But you get on and then say, no problem. Let's do it together. And I'll be the person who will be leading it. We need to inspire others. That's why inspirational leadership is the requirement of every team. Next point, strategy. It's called Niti in Sanskrit. You cannot just say that I want to do it, but the question over here is how. Every generation should be able to adapt to new ways of working, and the strategy has to be adaptable. Another very important quality of a leader is humility. It's called Vinaya. Success of the past should never go to your head. Look at the stock markets. The numbers keep changing, new organizations keep coming, and some organizations go away. But the one who remain there have a simple attitude. I will keep doing my work with better strategies, and from time to time I'll improve myself. So think about it. Pre-pandemic, you were the number one in your industry. You are doing extremely well. Don't go to the past. Learn from the past, but build the future through a different strategy. It's very, very important that your Niti should be future ready. And those people who glorify the past and only think about the past may not have a future. So adapt your Nitis for the Bhavishya, the future. One important quality, open door policy. Yes, we see so many leaders talking about open door policy. What does it mean? It is not about opening a door and allowing everybody to come in. Leaders have problem with time, and that's a good problem because they're focused on the core things. Yet, leaders can allow ideas to come from the doors and the windows into their head. So there'll be a lot of people who will be coming and giving you ideas. Can you listen to those ideas? Diagnose some of them and look at which is relevant for you and apply it. And many of you know of stories where industries have become irrelevant, yet the quality of open door policy made that person adapt to the new change that is around, and they succeeded. So friends, first most important thing, don't forget your core qualities of leadership and you will succeed in the future. Second important point, and it's very important to know that the leaders of the future have to be ready for change at much bigger speed. We all know about change management. Without change, nothing can happen. And change is the only constant. Yet, post-pandemic, you have to be fast. You don't have to be impulsive. No. Decisions taken impulsively can be dangerous. But what we require is fast and quick decision makers. And how do you take fast and quick decisions? There is a process called as Anvikshiki. Anvikshiki, yeah, of course, I've written a few books and papers on it. But in simple way, Anvikshiki is the ability to diagnose a situation, a problem, and find out a solution at the fastest speed. Because we are going to be living in a world of opportunities. But friends, if you're not able to adapt and take good decisions, opportunities will be lost. Think about Chanakya training a military leader. When he's going into the battlefield, he doesn't know where the next missile is going to come from. Yet, like a fighter pilot, when you're on super speed, in the split of seconds, you have to take a decision to release the bomb. Are you ready to adapt to the future at the earliest time? That's the quality of Anvikshiki that Chanakya suggests. And finally, the third point, how would Chanakya help us in leading the post-pandemic? That is collaboration. Initially, leadership was more hierarchy. There's somebody sitting at the top and everybody else has to report to him or her. But things have changed. Today, we can have multiple leaders in the same organization. Absolutely. Chanakya believed in a concept called as Mitra. Mitra means friends. I'm a leader, you are a leader, let's collaborate. It's a generation of collaboration. Look at all successful organizations. It is not dependent on a person. It becomes a collaborative model. Chanakya said, if you can't do it alone, take some friends along. And that's the beauty of it. There'll be so many people with multiple skills, with multiple sets of qualities that they bring on table. As a leader, first develop your leadership qualities, identify the other leadership qualities and bring them together. Chanakya very clearly tells that when you're in a battlefield, the person who has got the right and the maximum allies are the one who is going to succeed. And the third is collaboration. Yes, Chanakya believed that leaders should come together for a common purpose. Think about it. Everybody is having some problem or the other. But if the problems can be converted into a common purpose, change the P, the problem, to a common purpose, P, and you'll be surprised. Everybody gets energized. In the initial days, there used to be one leader and everybody used to be a follower. And everybody used to fight for that one leadership position. Things have changed. Our generation requires multiple leaders of multiple domains, of multiple fields. And together, they can succeed. Today is a generation of synergy. 1 + 1 is greater than 2. So if you find somebody better than you, don't feel jealous. Go and talk to him or her and say, okay, let's do something better together. It is said by Chanakya that when you're going on a battlefield, on a war, your success clearly depends on how many allies you have on your side. Not just your army, which reports to you, which is on your order, but also the people who are ready to support you along with their armies. So in the next post-pandemic era, there'll be smaller organizations coming together to make everyone a bigger collaborative team. And for that, you need to have respect, listening to their skill set, understanding your skill set. Together we have to create a future that was different from the past. Let me wind up with a small story. When Alexander came to India, he was a great leader himself. Yet, Chanakya was an ordinary teacher. But remember, a teacher is a thought leader. He thought, how do we make sure that he doesn't conquer India? He went to the most powerful leader during those days. Dhananand was the king of Magad. But he said, I don't see any value in fighting with you against Alexander. When he comes to my kingdom, I will take care of it. But he's still far away. Chanakya said, no problem. You're not collaborating, that's fine. Let me go to the others. During those days, India was divided into 16 regional kingdoms. You'll be surprised, he got the smaller kingdoms together and they actually defeated Alexander. And he knew his own strength and also knew the weakness of the enemy. He knew that at my terrain, I know how I can perform. So, again coming back, friends, as the human race is going to march forward to a completely new era of hope, a new economy will going to emerge for all of us. In that, it's not about you versus me. It is about you and me. Let us all together come and take all of us forward. Thank you so much.